What's up, Aries gang, Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. Look at you, showing up with the Ten of Cups. Awesome. This will be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Please only take away what resonates with you, release the rest. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions, so highly recommend you take away the messages that leave you feeling motivated, empowered, inspired. That's what I would ideally love to do here. But walking away from this reading with just some food for thought or something to think over and ponder is a perfectly wonderful reaction, so be open to that as well. All right, here we go. One more shuffle and we'll do it for Aries. What does my Aries gang need to hear this week? From the tarot, Two of Cups. Awesome. Unexpected love. Okay, let's see. Wow, okay. This is, to me, unexpected love that actually leads to a contract much quicker than you think. So, you know, it could be quite literally the marriage contract, right, with the Justice card coming through here. Could also indicate that there's very strong Libra energy coming through here. Mars is within the Tower card, right, and, you know, that is your natural planetary ruler, Aries. So, I don't know, with the Two of Cups and Justice, I actually, sometimes this can have a negative connotation. Other times it means it comes out of nowhere. It's quite shocking, and it sort of, what is the word? Ejects you into some sort of new territory that maybe you weren't ready to go into or you weren't anticipating. But if it's ejecting you, or however you want to say it, you know, forcing you, thrusting you into this chapter where there's a lot of peace and harmony and justice, this is actually a tower that it feels like it's been a long time coming. So for those who are single and looking, be open to unexpected opportunities in love. It could also possibly indicate a business contract. I say that because of Justice. However, with Two of Cups, you know, there's multiple ways that the tarot cards could show me business partnership, and Two of Cups isn't usually like the number one I would think of. So because the cups speak of something that is from the heart, something warm, something emotional, I would say this is either friendship or romance more so than business opportunities. But if you want to look at it that way, it could be some sort of creative collaboration, right? Something that's more artistic, creative, intuitive. If you work in a healing career, there could be, you know, joining forces or joining teams, something like that. This seems awesome. Let's do a couple more. And I mean, you did have the Emperor and the Ten of Cups at the bottom. So that says to me that some of you out there may be experiencing that sort of, you know, fairy tale ending or Cinderella story or... And like anything, you know, appreciate it while it's there. It doesn't mean it's going to last forever. And I don't necessarily mean that in terms of your relationship. Like, this is absolutely something that that may last quite a while. What I mean by that, though, is, you know, we think of the fairy tale ending of, oh my gosh, I've done it, my life is perfect. Well, we know that's not true because things are going to come and go in waves. So just because maybe you guys are experiencing something that it feels elated in terms of your romance, you know, there's going to be other challenges thrown your way, right? That's just, you know, we're always growing and developing as beings. So when I say Ten of Cups, or Ten of Cups or fairy tale ending, I don't mean that everything is perfect moving forward and you're never going to be troubled again, right? That's just unrealistic. However, it seems like there's a very strong opportunity coming in for collaboration of some kind. Let's pull some more cards on this. Let's see. So this can speak of like passion or sometimes like sexual tension. And this, okay, so this is before tarot. So before it sort of, what is a good word? Before this becomes the traditional Five of Wands, which is sometimes playful banter or energy. It can sometimes be competition or sort of like playful competition or flirting. It's before that, you may meet this person, if you don't already know them, through a group of people. And that's what I mean. There may be an opportunity to collaborate with them, possibly at work or on some sort of project or some sort of travel opportunity. And this might be someone who you are, upon first meeting them, misjudging them, or what is a good way of phrasing it? I don't know if, I think opposition or oppose is too strong a word, but you may have hesitations about who this person is, or you might not see them in the light of romance. So I don't know, when I first looked at this, I was thinking like love at first sight, but then there's sort of this initial opposition. So maybe it's just a forewarning of like, let your guard down. Don't be too guarded, because if you are wanting to welcome in some sort of new relationship, you may have to be a little bit open-minded, because there's something about this person where they might not be your usual type, or it could even be something silly, like they kind of look like someone you already know, and you're like, oh my God, I could never date that person. They look like my, cousin or my best friend, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? There's something you're like, oh yeah, no, I would never, but you do. So let's see. Yeah, this person's going to give you a lot of attention. You may receive extra recognition at work, or in some sort of, it could even be in a family dynamic. You may have kind of saved the day or come through for someone in some very generous way. And whoever this person is, they're seeing you get this praise and attention. And that may actually be what draws their eye to you in the first place, or vice versa. If this is someone new coming in at work, it could be that immediately they hit the ground running, and they're getting all these, props and applause from people, and, their name is going out in like business emails, like, oh, everybody congratulate this person, they're new to the team. And so maybe that's what it is. Maybe initially you're like, who is this new person? Like, they don't even belong here. But then, I don't know, I think you're going to catch feelings for them. Maybe the contract does represent the romance happening at work. Out of the blue, too. I really want to say that with the Tower card. It's not something expected. It sort of comes out of nowhere. All right, so very strong fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So be on the lookout for those signs. And then what is this? And the Ten of Swords. All right. So it could be that some of you, in order to welcome in a new romance, a new partnership, a new friendship, you may actually have to release something of the past that you were still holding on to. Hold on, let me think about this. So there's some sort of similar plight or difficult experience or humbling experience that you both went through. And that gives some sort of platform for you guys to relate to each other, because you may see that this person's being put on a pedestal, or vice versa, and so it almost seems like they have like this mythic quality or this untouchable quality, or almost like I think you may perceive that there's an air about them that, like, oh, they're better, they're kind of snobby, or they look down on you. It's actually quite the opposite. That's what I mean about don't judge a book by its cover. There's something difficult that this person's been through, and they've had to rise above, which I think you actually come to find out think is a very admirable quality. There's a lot that could keep this person down in the dumps or not excelling in life, but they've actually taken sort of their wounds and turned it into wisdom. And so they have achieved some sort of major position, but also some sort of major feat in their life, in their personal life. And so, celebrate this person, because I think they deserve it. I think they've made a lot of strides recently, and let them be proud of themselves. It has nothing to do with ego or arrogance. For some of you, it may have to do with understanding that you're going to have to share the spotlight in a relationship, or something of the sort. And feel free to reverse the messages. This could be you too. If you've had some sort of loss recently, it may be that, after a period of grieving, right? I highly recommend that. But after a period of grieving, it may actually give you even more motivation to go out there and kick ass, because something about this experience made you realize that, time is fleeting, or I don't know, like seize the day, seize the moment, seize the opportunity. I don't know what that has to do with this, but it has something to do with the way you interact with this person, and sort of a false judgment of who they are or what their motives or goals are. It really is self-motivated. It has nothing to do with trying to, well, and this is very Aries. It does have to do with being the best, but being the best for their own personal pride and success and accomplishments. They're not setting out to make anyone else look bad or to really be in competition with those around. I think by default that's happening, but it's almost like they're trying to prove something to themselves. But I don't know. I don't see it as sort of immature. I see it as someone really, they have a goalpost and they're trying to hit it, and I don't know, they just feel like really empowered, inspired, and motivated. All those words that I love. Let's see. And maybe this is for both of you too, right? There could be a difficult situation with a father figure coming in here. Some of your parents may have gone through a divorce, or and that could have happened years ago, but that could have left like a lasting mark, a lasting scar on you, or there could be trouble with a parent figure that is sort of seeping into your own sort of romantic connections, and maybe you're gonna I just heard obliterate. Maybe you're going to release that energy of holding on to resentment or grudge or to sorrow, whatever it is, and really starting anew. And that's what I mean. There's something about this. It launches you into the next chapter, and there is partnership of some kind. So self-care, tend to your garden, and don't compare yourself to others. Yeah, that's just good advice all around. And then twilight, surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. And breathe, slow down, and contemplate the tea, violets, and ivy tangled around the eaves. Look, there's a little teacup. All right, and then let's get you an oracle card. Hopefully you don't get the same ones that were used last week. Time. It's only a matter of time. All right, for Aries, let's get them an oracle card here. What can I tell my Aries gang? Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. What are we going to share with the Aries today? Let's get the one card. Healer. All right, let's see. I'm going to read it from the book for you. Let's see. Healer. You are a healer. Fear not your own ability to be a light worker or a way shower for others. Drawing this card can also symbolize that a healing is in its highest form is available to you now. If you have pulled this card in regard to a relationship or situation, please know that there is a powerful exchange of energy here. Meditate when you are wanting to heal the physical, mental, or emotional spiritual plane. The symbol is the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection, royal power, and good health. I kind of want to pull one more on this King of Wands just because I'm intrigued by it. Is that cool with you guys? Who's this King of Wands coming in? Very strong Leo energy. This person's got their eye on you. Yeah, this may start off as someone who you feel like you're in competition with, but come to find out that, I don't know, there's something kind of humbling about this experience. I hope you can laugh at this because it is being relayed to me as something funny, but if this is a competition, they beat you, Aries. And I know that's not what you want to hear. I know being number one is very important to Aries. And I don't know. There's something about this connection, though, where maybe you can learn from them. There is something spiritual about this connection and also healing, too. So perhaps some of you are sort of in the races or competing for something, but you may come to find out through this experience that it may have been for the wrong reasons. For some of you, it may have been to sort of prove yourself to others, when really the whole point of the Aries mentality, the ram, right, that fierce competitor, it really is to prove something to yourself, to achieve your own personal best just for the sake of doing it for yourself, for the experience, for the enthusiasm, right? Versus when you're going into things and there's kind of this like, shove them against the wall to let you through. That's sort of where that energy can be a little bit aggravating and not necessarily healthy. I don't know. There's something positive here about this King of Wands. Can I have one more? And this could be you too. This could also be your boss. A lot of fire energy here. So you have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. So possibly a Cancer energy wanting to relay something very important to you. This could also be a mentor or someone teaching you or showing you how to do something. There could be a student mentor component to this relationship or to this team dynamic, to this friendship. And there may also be discussion of travel or planning of some sort of trip or travel. I suppose if it's business, maybe you guys are going to be off on the road together or needing to go to some conference together. And this person is very witty. The more you get to know them, there's something very charming and charismatic about them. They're very eloquent. They're good with their words. And their body of knowledge is quite diverse, too. They seem to be sort of almost like a jack of all trades. Like they have a lot of life experience. And I think that's something that you actually end up sort of, dare I say, falling in love with it. Like this person's very versatile. They're very well-rounded. They're very well-versed. There's a lot of adventures and stories to be had with this person. So I think it's saying come along for the ride. I think you're going to enjoy it. 7 is a card of victory too. So that's what I mean. Even though there's a loss here in terms of like a competition or a game or a sport, but something out of this loss, there's a huge victory, and it might be sort of ushering in this new chapter into your life. But again, it comes unexpectedly, so go with the flow and be open to these new opportunities, Aries. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.